Hello everyone, today we're going to be reading the book Garou and The Bullies by me, Lesa Feazel. Once upon a time in Thibodeau, on the outskirts of Devil's Swamp, a beautiful sprite came upon a little boy all alone in the swamp. Feeling sorry for the little bundle, the sprite put an enchantment of benevolence upon him. This made him kind, handsome, and generous. She named the little boy Garou. The stories of his kindness and generosity quickly spread throughout the bayous. He had golden hair and beautiful bright green eyes. Even the loveliest creatures in the swamp couldn't hold a candle to his striking looks. As Garou grew, so did the jealousy of the other creatures in the swamp. Emile the egret and T-Bud the nutria, two of the cruelest creatures of the swamp, began tormenting poor Lou. They bullied him, calling him names, pushing him into the mud, and spreading rumors about him. The other animals were frightened of them, and soon they began taunting Lou so they would fit in. When they saw him, they mocked him, chanting his name, Garou, Garou, which quickly turned into Garou, Garou. Slowly his sadness turned the benevolence enchantment into a darkness spell that began to transform him. His golden hair turned brown and disheveled, growing all over his body. His hands grew long and gnarled as his nails extended far past his fingertips. His bright green eyes became dark and hateful, his kind nature cruel, and his generosity disappeared along with his gentle heart. Not being able to take their unkindness any more, he ran deep into Devil's Swamp, where he lived all alone. Garou was a sweet boy who was bullied, but Garou was a horrible creature that became a bully. One day, a little girl got lost and wandered in the dark, scary swamp. She walked until she was too tired to go on. She gathered up the Spanish moss that laid on the ground, making a soft bed before curling up and falling asleep almost instantly. Before long, Garou came upon the sleeping figure. Just as he was leaning over her, she awoke. Upon seeing him, she screamed. She quickly sat up, staring curiously at him. Garou roared in her face, but instead of being frightened, the little girl smiled instead. "Do you not fear me, little girl?" Garou asked in his deepest voice. "No, I don't," she replied. "Why not?" he asked. "Because you are just a big bully, and my mom always told me to never be afraid of a bully." "I am not a bully," he protested. "Yes, you are. I've heard stories about you. You're the Garou. You're a big, mean bully," she told him before turning to walk away. "Wait," Garou called. "Don't go." "Why not?" she asked. "Because I haven't had a friend in a long time," he admitted. "Well, maybe if you weren't so mean, you would." "I didn't used to be mean," he said, as he sat beside her and began to tell her the story of how he became Garou. "You poor, poor thing. I was born without a family, and now I have no friends," he said sadly. "That's not true. I'm your friend." "You can't be my friend. No one wants to be my friend that looks like me." "I do. If I could find my way home, I would take you with me, she said, taking his hand in her own. I know the way. You do? She asked. Yes, sometimes when I get lonely, I sit at the edge of the swamp in a cypress tree and watch all the creatures. Show me the way. Luke Garou took her hand in his and began leading her through the swamp. He knew all the best trees to sit under for shade, all the parts of the bayou that was fresh water and not salty or brackish, as well as all the best places in the swamp to find honeysuckle and cattails to eat. Finally, they made their way out of Devil's Swamp. "Oh, thank you so much," the little girl cried. "You're welcome. I guess I'll go back now," Luke replied. "No, you must come home with me. You're my friend, remember?" As they arrived home, her mother and father came running out to greet her. They cried with delight at the sight of her. They had been so worried about her. Luke Garou stood nervously to the side. He waited for her parents to start teasing and tormenting him. Instead, they embraced him, grateful that he had brought their precious daughter home. Luke Garou lived with the little girl's family, and eventually the darkness spell vanished, only to be replaced by the benevolent enchantment. Slowly his shaggy dark hair fell out and was replaced by his golden locks of before. His dark, evil eyes lightened and turned a bright green once again. His cruel ways were once again replaced by his kind, gentle heart. Luke Garou was no more. Lou P. Garou was once again home with friends on the bayous of Thibodeau, and they lived happily ever after. Thank you for listening to my story. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good day.